how was dating in your city of DC, and how was dating in Orlando for you?
What about you? Because don't leave me.
Well, I'm going to answer, but I'm asking the question.
So let's start from the left.
I'm making it happen, I'm like a centipede. Niggas be green, they draining my energy. Killing my soul, they seem like the enemy. Yeah.
And we're live. Welcome back to another episode of the Brown Bros Podcast. I am your host with the most, Lorenzo. Love, baby.
Yes, Lorenzo. We have myself. What's my name today? I definitely had a shot, and I ain't been shotting. So,
and we got a special guest today. I meet a familiar face to some of y'all who y'all may recognize, Mr. T.O. himself.
Thank you.
Welcome to the Brown Bros Podcast.
Yo, T.O. is my favorite. I'm so happy T.O.'s in town, guys. Y'all don't understand. We visited him in D.C. and I had a blast. Every time he comes in town,
He had me in the streets all night long, cutting up.
I'm humbled. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Yo, so we put him on the spot and told him, yo, you want to join today? And he's here. So
he's here. He
welcome.
walked through the door and he
Brown
is
Bro
live.
Experience.
I'm
ready?
excited.
You
Are
excited?
you?
Yes.
Y'all gonna take that shot?
First time. Let's do it.
So cheers to
I
the
need
episode.
it.
I don't have a shot because I am Wine Down Wednesday.
Tap on the bottom of it.
Oof.
Okay.
I know.
I suck at that.
Y'all like that?
Y'all.
Was it good?
Why we did that together?
It was good.
Yo.
Yeah.
So T.O., you know, you've watched it, so you know how we start things. We get our peoples up into the hot seat. Mm-hmm. We get a bunch of questions. We've been getting more questions from our supporters. So now
we're doing a Q&A, and we're going to see what's really raw, uncut, and real out here in these streets.
Please.
Don't play with it.
Please. So we started a little mild. When the first question was during the holidays, and what trips do you guys have during the holidays? Sorry.
Like, do you normally go home? Like, where you go? What you do for the holidays? You be
For
bored up?
Thanksgiving.
You with somebody? With somebody's son?
So
That's what that means?
is that so for Thanksgiving? Start there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead.
I'll go home usually, or I'll do Friendsgiving in the DMV.
I ain't getting no invite.
It's either or.
I
ain't
know.
getting none either. I don't host it now. I just go to other people's show. Yeah, let's be clear.
Let's play that
I'll
up.
go to theirs. If there's nothing going on in the DMV, then I'll go home to South Carolina.
Okay.
Christmas come around, then I try to stay home.
Keyword.
And there's a reason behind that. I try to stay home,
Okay.
and I invite some of my family up to come visit me for Christmas.
Right.
Or I'll go home again, but I don't stay that long. Like I'll go for like 1 or 2 days,
Okay.
and then I'm headed back home. So
You like
2
to be
days
home.
max.
So when you stay home, is it by yourself or like what's the reason?
So when I go back home to
that
South
reason?
Carolina, I book a room.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
Just because
get
I like
that.
my own space.
I know, yeah.
And
be like
I know
that.
how my family is. Like I can only take so much. I love them. Let me be clear. I love them
Yes.
so much. But I can only take so much of being home around my people for so long. So I book a room just to
understand.
get away and be in my own space and then dip out.
Yeah.
Gotta go.
The social battery be
Unplug, baby. I need to relax now.
What you like to do during the holidays, homie?
Typically, you know me. Like for Thanksgiving, I normally do Friendsgiving. Christmas, I normally be here by myself sometimes, or with my friends, either one.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really do too much. But this year, I am planning on traveling to see my mom. So
Good.
that'll be fun. I'll be back in the DMV. So what's up?
Huh.
Yes.
Let's go.
I'm gonna miss out on that one because it's during the holidays, right?
Yeah. You are Mr.
'Cause-
Retail, so
Yes, and that's like blackout season for me. So usually I'm working,
Yikes.
but I'm blessed enough to have a role where I have a good support on my team.
Yeah.
So
So you
they let me
wanna
have time with my family
definitely let us
too,
know.
and I don't be working on the holiday itself.
Period.
I rebuke that.
The days around.
Okay. So what trips y'all got planned? You say you got trips planned.
I'm going to New Orleans next month to see the one and only Queen Bee, Beyonce
Yes, I'm gonna live
herself.
through
You're
your
gonna
experience.
love it.
So I know you just recently went to her Atlanta show, right?
Yes, you did.
I
You went to the
Atlanta
Atlanta
show. Yes.
How
That
was
was a lit one.
Phenomenal.
That was
It
the
was
best
everything.
one so far.
Yeah.
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 Wait, so tell us, can you get some spoilers, some fun? What was your favorite part about the show?
I think the people around me was my favorite part. Like, everybody was there to see Beyonce. Yes. It's just like the energy around you. It's like, oh, we all here for the same purpose. It was just a good time. It was like family. Hadn't been around for a long time, so everybody just came together and it was like, we just gonna have a good time. So my section, we would just
floor seats.
Oh
Period.
my God. Right. Yes.
Period.
I mean,
You want floor seats too?
No. I'm not on the floor. I'm cool, but I'm not on the floor.
It's okay. But was Atlanta the show you sent me the picture of somebody in the job
Country
strap situation?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
What did you think about some of those outfits you saw in Atlanta? Let's talk about
looks.
that.
Let's talk.
Did the looks eat? Your look ate. I
love your
messaged you
look.
privately
Yes.
and told you
Well,
you look really nice.
Thank you. I wasn't really
What y'all think about his look?
really,
We about to put
really
the picture
subtle.
in here too.
I'm really
We're gonna
subtle,
drop it
right? I don't do a whole lot, but I saw a lot of like the women were
Ass.
beautiful.
Okay.
Like they came out and they showed out. It was. I mean, I saw some things I was like kind of questionable, but you could see the potential.
Yeah.
And you
I
could
mean,
see
I
what they
feel
were
like-
going for.
Okay.
You can only go but so far with silver and metallic and chrome. I mean,
Like at this
really
point, have
could-
we not seen it all?
we
Like,
gonna-
after
exactly.
all-
I feel like we're looking at the same stuff over and over again.
We listen. I
Looking
applaud
like the
the
Tin Man.
creativity.
Absolutely.
I applaud the freedom in a lot of these looks. And I did see it, like y'all said. I see where you was going with it, so I give them A for effort.
However-
you know me, I'm always trying to find the silver, literally the silver lining.
However,
say, call it like it is,
baby
Call it
girl,
like it is.
baby girl,
That's funny.
take that off.
Listen, the Atlanta show definitely had a lot of good looks. From
They
what I
did.
saw.
They did.
So far that was my favorite on the list of people. The looks.
Yeah, I think Atlanta really ate that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They ate that. Well,
We'll
she had
take
three.
it.
She had 3 days, right?
Yep, 3
Yeah,
days.
so y'all ate
Back
that.
bite to bite.
Bite to bite.
What's another question?
What's another question we got here? So being gay in Caribbean.
Oh, that was. I guess that's for me because
Yeah, because I'm not from the Caribbean.
Me either.
being gay.
So how
in
was that?
Caribbean.
Like, how was being gay in Caribbean affect you, or like, what are some things you experienced?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I like to see the glass half full versus half empty, right? It is hard, but I can say it gave me a tougher skin and
Okay.
prepared me for what America's going through right now. So I'm not as phased
Right.
because I've gone through worse. And when I was in the islands, at the end of the day, even though it was like a toxic culture around LGBTQ plus people, I was very much still protected. One, by God, of course, but two,
Always.
my family. At the end of the day, if they didn't agree with it, they still, I like to think, had my back. They might have condemned it behind my back, but to my face, I didn't get bullied that often. My family must have did a lot of protecting me for what I know, because I know people felt some type of way about me. But
Okay.
honestly, I felt like I was protected well, and still to this day, it's hard for my people to deal with it. My mom she's had her challenges, but she don't play about her son. So,
Yeah.
she still protects me to this day if she hears something.
I feel like I love that, and I feel like also just being gay in general, you gotta protect yourself these days.
Yeah.
Just overall, because like I said in the last episode, you never know if it's going to be a safe space for you. Sometimes you never know what you're walking into. It takes that one person to pull up on you who's ignorant, who has a really, really stupid mindset, who doesn't, accept you for who you are. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I just look at it like that. Like, hey, just make sure you're safe.
Yeah, that's all it's about for me. But like I said, I felt protected.
And if you gonna nut, we gonna buck.
Yeah, no. I don't know about bucket
No,
now.
I'm calling the
Y'all
police.
see, I'm calling the police. I'm calling the police. Y'all, I'm grown. All right, so dating people who grew up completely different from you. How is that? Like, how do y'all find that?
Like, in what way, though? Like, just like mindset, or just like
In any way you could think of right now.
personality,
And mindset
wardrobe?
is a good thing. Yeah.
style? 'Cause
Let's
I've been
do
there.
mindset.
I've been there.
Okay, so let's do mindset.
Let's
Yeah,
do it.
because your last real relationship was a little awkward. So we want to talk about that. We can unpack it right here for the
What?
podcast.
And you laughing?
Nothing about nothing.
Because you brought the person up.
Yikes. Oh, yeah, he did. He thought it was, yeah.
In the picture.
So what was that dating? What was that your last dating experience like?
Last dating experience taught me a lot.
Okay,
I'll say that.
it did.
It did.
What was it like dating the person?
With a different mindset.
Oh,
Different
okay.
mindset, yeah.
It was.
I'm
very,
delayed.
Right.
It was very different.
He just caught on y'all. That was it.
Oh, okay.
It was very different. I will say that when it came to, I guess, the understanding part,
Yeah.
he did not understand a lot of things I was trying to I wouldn't say coach, but express when it comes to like growth.
Okay.
This was going over his head.
Okay.
And that becomes very frustrating because of course you want your partner to excel with you, but he wasn't getting it. It was getting very much behind time.
Okay.
And when you try to elevate, I was getting stuck at one part.
Yeah.
It wasn't going no higher than that.
Yeah.
So at that point, we got off the elevator and we left.
It was no longer elevating.
It was no longer in
the
service.
elevator was no
The
longer
elevator
elevating.
was out of service.
Like, that's it.
That's it. What
And
about
that
you?
was it.
Well,
And
you know
I'm
what?
done.
I love that for you because yeah, I don't know.
And I grew so much after that situation.
Have you been? Okay, so let me ask this other question. I know it's not there. It's a loaded question. Did this ruin your experience for dating altogether? Because have you been with someone serious since then? That's okay. No, not serious.
Not serious, no. I mean, I've been had a little one too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But not serious, no. But I don't think it affected my dating. I feel like it gave me an open eye experience on what I will or will not accept. And if your mindset is not where it needs to be, I will not accept that. So if you jump in my DMs, please make sure your mindset is good
I'm
and
correct.
have a little bit of style. Okay.
Whoop.
That was
So you
shade.
saying your last one?
That was shade.
Never mind. he recognized me. Tio, can you jump in on this? Save me, child. So yeah, dating someone with a different like mindset or upbringing.
Okay.
What's your experience?
So when I think about that question, immediately I just think of the type of household, the type of parents that we had in our household, right? A lot of us were raised by single mothers. Some of us have the experience of being raised by, a two-parent household. And in my dating past, I would say that most of my experience has been with people who have been raised in a two-parent household, which is not the same for me. And I think that the relationship between my mom and I, as far as my sexuality, at first was a struggle.
Okay.
Because it was just her, like some people who have a two-parent household may have, like, parents can bounce off of each other and kind of encourage each other. Right. Like, be like, okay, well, this is still our son, whatever. But when it's just, you have a single parent in the household that's raising a gay black male, it's like, how do I deal with this? Like, your dad is not here. They might feel guilty because now your father's not here, and that's the reason why you're gay. And so a lot of times you have to explain, like, here or not.
It's a lot.
This is probably gonna be my lifestyle.
It's a lot.
But so the people that I dated in the past, their upbringing look a little bit different than mine. But I won't say that it had an effect on the way that our relationship went. Like, a lot of times I'm able to easily adapt to some of the things that's presented to me because of the way I was brought up, and I question a lot of the ways that I was brought up. So I'm able to adapt and accept some of the things that's being offered to me in relationships with people who grew up with both. And it's like, well, this is how it was with my mom, and this is how it was with my dad. And it's like, oh, I appreciate that, because now I can share that with someone else who, might be coming into this lifestyle struggling. Right, but I don't think that my mom did the best that she could, absolutely, and I feel like I turned out okay. But I do notice a couple differences as far as that.
I feel like we're gonna notice that as we get older.
And I love that what you said, and to piggyback off of what you said, I agree with that. Adaptability is so important. I mean, that speaks to your character, right? Yeah. You're constantly wanting to grow, and that's what I'm about when I'm in a relationship with somebody. I don't know the end all be all. Actually, mine is, to be quite frank, different from yours, where I had a two-parent household. It was damn sure hard for them to accept what they knew and could see in me but they tried their best. To your point,
Right.
and I've dated people with coming from single parent households, and it was very different. It was a challenge for me, but to your point, adaptability is important. Yes. I wanted those situations to work, so I was willing to adapt. Recently, I dated someone. I've been dating someone actually that comes from a double parent household and everything, but the adaptability part for them is just a challenge. They are who they are. They want to be this way, and they kind of want to just be that way, and they're okay. And that's a challenge for me. So that's just like, okay, 2-parent household there, 2-parent household here. Yeah, that's the same, but there's other things that weren't the same. Right. And the fact that this person did not want to adapt just was like, damn.
So is that like a non-negotiable for you?
About what?
Someone who's not being adaptive.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So I'm glad you brought that up. Yes. We have to. It's relationship with people. Relationship requires adaptability. This relationship requires adaptability when I get to know you. So, but that was an amazing question to me.
Right. At the end of the day, be open.
Be open.
At least be open-minded.
Yeah. What
did
I say? I actually went on a date not too long ago.
Yeah.
And the guy was asking me, he was like, what did he ask me? Are you teachable? I was like, absolutely. I say, I feel like I have to be teachable because I don't know everything. As much as I like to think I do, but I don't. I can definitely be teachable. Teach me some things. I teach you some things. Also lead and let me lead. You know what I'm saying? I think I like a balance when it comes to like that. I don't want to be able to walk over you, but you can't go walk over me either.
Right. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
I like that. It's teachable.
Teachable.
I did say that to someone that I dated prior, and they felt like I was trying to be like their boss when I said that. No, I mean like, can I teach you how to treat me?
Exactly.
And likewise, you teach me.
Because we see certain things, you know.
That person came from a single family household, and he was the man of the house growing up, so he had a different complex that's deeper than me. That's above me, child.
That's above me. So you know what I want to do? I want to spice it up a little bit.
Go ahead and spice it.
I want to spice it up a little bit. Okay. So let's talk about freak levels.
Ooh. Okay.
Freak levels, and how far are you willing to go, and what are some things you're willing not to do when it comes to that? Sips. Tea.
Freak level. Okay.
Like freak level I would say like a 1 to 10. What would you rate yourself?
Rate myself? Freak levels, how far will you go? I try to find a way around the question. Okay. If I'm in a relationship with somebody.
Right. What does it give?
10.
10 out of 10. You breaking out all the tricks.
Yeah.
Period.
There's boundaries.
Okay.
But freak level. Yeah. Freak level is a 10.
Okay.
But if I'm regular, casually, whatever, I keep it cute at
casually
a 7.
What?
Listen, casually, whatever, dibbling and dabbling and whatever.
Sampling,
right.
Living life.
I'll give it a good. I try to keep it between a 7 and 8 because here's the thing. I know. I've told you about my experiences. Right. When I put it on a 10, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And I don't like problems no more as I get older. T.O., what is it giving? What is it giving in T.O.'s chateau?
Because you give me innocent.
It's not giving a 10.
Wow.
It's not giving a 10.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Don't be sorry.
8.5?
Well, I'm
7?
struggling with this question.
Okay.
Because I got follow-ups. But the I would say probably a 7.
Okay.
A 7. Sexually, I'm just not like there, I guess. Like sex don't really
do it for you?
Excite me as much as like intimacy and passion and affection, right?
Okay.
So yes, that could be included in sex, but just if I have, because I can give those on a level of 10. Let's be clear. But when it comes to sex, it's not my favorite thing. Yeah. So don't get me wrong, I do enjoy sex.
Right.
I don't want to sound like, oh,
it's on the
you don't even like
more
sex.
Of an intimate level,
right?
For you.
But like, I do enjoy sex. But when it comes to like freak levels, I think I'm open minded. Mm-hmm. I think I'm open minded to like try things.
Yeah.
And I would say that I would probably try most things at least once.
Okay.
To see if I like it. I'm not one of those people who's very closed minded. Is like, oh, absolutely not. No, not happening. Forget it.
Right.
It's like, oh, this is what you like. Okay. Let me see if
Absolutely
I can like it too.
Happening.
Yeah.
And if I do, then great. And if not, then ooh. But yeah, so that's where I am with
level.
that.
Okay, and I love that. It's a different perspective. Yeah.
Okay.
Because let's please all hands right.
Put 2.0.
I'm weak.
No, I think for me, I would rank it as an 8.5.
Okay.
And I only say 8. I don't give myself a 10 because I know there's a lot of things I have not done. And there's a lot of things I'm still learning as well because I was a late bloomer. I ain't shaming my game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't put myself out there sexually until I was in my 20s, mid 20s at that. So that's when I had my first sexual experience. That's when I did a lot of things for the first time. So I feel like during that course, I was in relationships that I dated people, and some of them, we didn't really have sex on a regular basis like that. So it was just more so like, I don't feel like I'm as experienced as I should be when it comes to certain things. Mm-hmm. But when it's time to do what I want to do, I'm going to do it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to do it well, what I know how to do.
So because you say that you're a late bloomer, right? If you will, do you feel like you're trying to catch up? Like, what is your sex drive like? Is it
like a rabbit.
Crazy, right?
Mm-hmm. As hell.
Like, I consider myself
especially, I feel like now it's like, I feel like I didn't live in my 20s. You know what I'm saying? Like that because I was so sheltered or so closed-minded to certain things. So I was just like, I didn't want to do a lot of things. So I was scared. I'm like, oh, you can get this, you can get that. I'm like, I didn't have the knowledge to know certain things, protect yourself and things like that because I was so scared of what I heard from like family.
Right.
Education, there we go. Hello. But once I, understood certain things and how things were, of course, protect yourself always. But I feel like now me living in my 30s, I'm not saying I'm like out there like that, but if I want to do something, I'm definitely gonna do it and be safe about it. And a solid 8.5.
Good job, guys. Maybe I'll teach a class because clearly
you're clearly a 10 across the board.
10.
So can we please get a class?
Just ask my men about me. The men that's been able to call themselves my man.
Period.
Okay. Keep it right there. So to prides, right? I want to know the people want to know which city is hosting your favorite pride, like pride festivities.
So I haven't been to many.
Okay.
So I've only been to Miami,
Sizzle.
Atlanta, Sizzle.
You an old guy.
Yeah, I'm old. That Sizzle.
Don't
do they still do Sizzle? I don't know.
I don't think they still do it anymore.
Atlanta, DC. I live there. Mm-hmm. I think that's it, to be honest.
So between Atlanta and Orlando, have you done Orlando?
Oh,
have I?
You have.
I don't know.
Because you came to visit me. You don't remember?
I don't even remember it, so there's that.
Orlando is going to drag us. But you know what? No shade. No shade. It's not my favorite pride either.
No. What is Orlando Pride? Like, what is
when
that?
Is it?
When?
I feel like it's since like September, October.
I don't know.
So it's late. Okay.
So for you, which city's hosting your favorite pride?
Honestly, I'm gonna have to go with DC because I had a.
We went to that was pride when we went. Okay. Oh my god, I loved it. That's my favorite. I never went to. I went to Orlando. So you said DC?
I went to DC and I went to Atlanta. But if I have to compare the two, I like DC better than Atlanta. Yes, they like to fight in DC, but in Atlanta they like to fight you down.
That's scary. I'd be scared.
Yeah, they like to fight in DC.
They do. Don't make me put a clip up.
Child, drunk and all, just sitting there stumbling,
fighting all that Nellies. Duke Street, toe up.
Nellies, not Nellies.
For you,
for me, I would say because I've done New York. I've done
New York. Probably lit.
Fun.
Right. I left New York at like when I was 21. So I never really got to do Pride there, but I went this year and I just peeped outside. I didn't care for it that much. It was lit. It was streets was packed, but I don't know. My favorite would be I went to New York. I went to Atlanta.
How was that one for you, Atlanta?
It was all right.
Okay.
DC was my favorite.
Okay.
DC was definitely my favorite.
DC was my favorite.
We'll take it.
Yes, DC know how to listen. Everybody looked so good.
DC know how to have a good time.
The people looked amazing. I mean, aside from the fights I didn't pay attention too much, but the bars I loved it.
Y'all saw fights.
I saw a couple. You confused? You remember when somebody was trying to
they're trying to run up on us.
Somebody was trying to attack me.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. Now I remember.
Yeah, you know,
but it didn't escalate to that.
It didn't escalate to that.
No, they tried to run up on you, but it
didn't work.
It was
that
so
way.
silly.
We had a bodyguard.
Did non-paid.
Non-paid. I do that for free for my
Security.
people. Period. Security. What happened?
We have an issue here. Yeah.
Can you
Please escort them out.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happened.
That's what happened.
So let me ask y'all this.
What?
So being that we're all single, well, I don't know. You single? Okay.
Who you was talking to me?
Yeah.
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 So being that we're all single males,
Uh-huh.
how would you say dating is in your?
Who said I was a man? I identify as.
What you identify as? Because go ahead.
Him, her.
Him, his.
I'm not trying to poke fun at that, by the way. But yeah, it's funny. It's a moment.
Okay, so being that we're single,
Yeah.
how was dating in your city of DC, and how was dating in Orlando for you?
What about you? Because only me.
Well, I'm going to
dating
answer,
you.
but I'm asking the question.
So let's start from the left. Far left.
How has it been? I'm not dating currently.
Okay. But like, how was
But
the
has it-
experience in DC? Because you know I'm trying to move there, so
Okay, so for me, I would say my experience is, the potential is there.
Mm-hmm.
There are plenty guys who I could potentially see myself dating long term, and would be open to the idea,
Okay.
right? It's just a matter of where you are in life when it comes to DC. Is like it's the balance is not there for certain people. Is like they feel like there has to be a balance, like meet me here before I can date you seriously. Otherwise it's just all fun and games and a waste of time and dragging you along.
no, I'm not dragging you along.
And I'm gonna end there, but
Yeah.
that has been my experience. I think when I'm dating, I try to be very intentional about it. So if I say I'm dating you, then like I'm
Dating
9
you.
times out of 10 being exclusive with you,
Right.
dating you, and I
That's
get
it.
that that's not everybody's
Right.
forte. Some people are dating you and they're dating, actively dating a lot of people at the same time. I don't tend to think that's the best way for me to date, but that has been my experience as far as dating other guys. It's like they're actively dating, and by all means, get it how you live. But I have decided not to do that any longer. So right now, I'm just really enjoying life. I'm out here living my best life.
Best life,
By
as
my-
you should.
I can't cuss on here, but I can cuss on here.
You can say what you got to say.
Oh, well, that's it. But yeah, so yeah, that's been my experience
Okay.
in DC since I've been there. And I've been
What, 5 years now? 4
7.
years? 7.
I think
I remember
I'm
when
at
I was at your
7
going
now.
away.
Yeah,
That's
it's been that
crazy.
long.
It's been a
So,
minute.
Yeah, here I am.
I feel like when I go to DC, it might be easy for me. I don't know.
Yeah, we all think that.
Because somebody gonna want to take me off the market. You said we all think that. Wow, that's crazy. I just
You
feel
ain't
like
catch that?
People move to Atlanta for the same reason, like the dating scene, because there's so many gay people. It's
No,
like,
baby.
look at all these gay guys, and there's
That's true.
they're out here, they're working and living, their best lives, and you just want to date these guys that you feel like
Because you got
are a match for you, but
But
it's
realistically, it's like no.
you're not the only one, baby.
Right,
He
baby.
doing the same thing you doing. He doing the same thing.
Several
He
of
doing
them.
this. So it's options out here, and
It's
these
a
people
lie.
get
The
a little
roster.
distracted real easy.
Yeah,
makes
that's
sense.
true.
So
That makes sense.
it happens.
I mean, for me here in Orlando, the dating scene has been
Terrible.
I've had a couple people that I've dated. I've been more so, you know what? I've been doing long distance relationships since I've been here. I just realized that my relationships have been, well, one is long distance, and my other one, because I had three or four guys. Okay, so I dated three guys that lived here actually, and one long distance. But I've always talked to people long distance. I prefer those situations. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm the same.
But the gentleman that I dated here, the gentleman that I've dated here, a lot of them had closed mindsets. A lot of them seemed like they were limited when it came to thinking and being open to some things that I've been exposed to. As far as being from New York, I think that maybe New York is such a big scene that like it's different. But the guys that I dated here were all good. I like them all. I mean, I like my all of them. I don't got no beef with none of them. Oh, actually, one of them.
Not beef.
We don't got beef. But there's only one that we don't communicate till today. Like, but that's it. Everybody else, there's no bad blood.
You want to drop his name?
Never. Not on my platform.
Oh gosh, I think for me, dating in Orlando has been complete trash. To be honest,
complete.
You
had one that you was with for mad years.
He's not from Orlando though.
Dating in Orlando, he's living here. So he be watching this. So correct that, clean that up, because I see your friend. Right?
That is my friend.
You think it's trash?
I would say after that, yes.
Okay.
Because we were together for 3 years.
Correct. Okay.
But during those 3 years, it was good. But after that, trying to find somebody else that lives in the same city as you or in a state just in general, it's been crazy. Hell. A massacre.
A mess.
Tragedy. Highly do not recommend, baby. No.
Run
The
other way.
The other way.
Because I don't have time.
Oh my God.
But no, I feel like Orlando is a little behind time when it comes to certain things. So I just feel like maybe what I'm looking for may or may not be here. I haven't found it yet. I can't say God's gonna put it in just, I'll be at the grocery store and he just drop it in my face one day. I can't say that because that might happen, but I don't know. However,
for me, let me find him in the gym, Jesus.
However, my experience dating here has been crazy. Went on one date, the guy was tickling me, which was really insane to me because I'm like, why are you tickling me and screaming in public, which was really weird. You know who you are, so if you watch this, you ruined it for a lot of people.
You. Yeah, it's been a drab, huh?
It's been crazy. But I recently did go on a date not too long ago, and that was actually pretty good.
Okay.
The guy surprised me with he paid attention. I said I liked a certain thing. And when I got out the car, he gave me a bag. And I was like, what is this? So I didn't open it right then and there, of course. But when I got home, I was like, wow, you paid attention to what I like. And it was something so small. And I was like, oh, okay. And he lives here. So yeah.
That's cute.
Keep hope alive.
Let's keep hope alive for sure.
Keep hope alive.
You need to give us an update on this one.
I will.
What are we going to nickname him? Let's nickname him.
What are we going to name him?
When is date 2?
Next.
That's a good question.
It's coming up.
It's coming up.
It's coming up, but I'm not going to introduce him to y'all just yet until I know.
So can we name him Friend?
We can name him Friend.
Okay, Friend. Friend, I'm rooting for you. Get my friend off the market. So next up is the topic of
mental health.
Mental health.
Mental health.
How important is this for you guys?
Top priority.
Oh yes, I'm sorry. I
me.
paused like that because I thought he was going first.
I didn't know.
Top priority.
But yeah, top priority. Mental health is very important.
Yes.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself first.
Yes.
Please.
Your mind matters. Take care of yourself before you can try to, not even romantic relationship, but your friendships your family ships, if you will. Like all of these things, take care of yourself. I know I find myself stressing a lot about my family and the relationships that we have, and it's just recently I realized the need to deal with all of this after you've dealt with yourself, right? Like, so I need a clear mind to be able to focus on helping the next person, right? So it's like, and not even just helping, but just being there for the next person, because they might not really need much from you, but maybe just a listening ear. But sometimes that can be so demanding, because if I love you and I have a listening ear for you, everything you tell me, I'm taking on as my own. Yeah. Like everything that you're going through, I'm taking on as my own. So it's like, in order for me to be able to do that for you, I need to do it for myself first. Take care of my own first. So your mind matters. That's what I'm saying.
It sure do.
Yes.
It really do. It really, really do. It's top priority for me as well.
It's definitely top priority for me. Like, if I've been in a situation where I've dated someone who suffered from mental health issues, and it became to the point where it was falling on me too. Like I was having issues with my mental health, questioning my value. Like maybe is it me that's causing him to act this way? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When essentially it wasn't. It was just that person needed to get the mental help that he needed in order for him to like grow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it kind of just it drained me a lot.
Yeah.
And I will say I would never want to experience that again. Which is, I mean, it's
lesson learned though.
Lesson learned. I don't want to say anything negative about it, but it's just something I would never want to do. I'm not saying like kick somebody to the curb with them down. I'm not saying that help them, because I definitely tried to help, but the help was beyond my control. I can only go but so far.
Yeah.
You know,
right.
before I.
Right.
So yeah.
So okay, after that situation with dealing with someone that had those mental health issues, did you see signs of it in other people after, and did it give you pause from dating them? And
you know, that's a good question. What are you, Ayana? Vanzan? It's my life.
I'm just asking because how you know you learned a lesson is if it comes back up again, and if you repeat it, then you're like, okay.
I would say I'm more aware of things now. You know what I'm saying? Like those red flags to me, stand out. Okay. It's like, oh, okay, I noticed that. So I'm not gonna chop you right away, but I'm gonna ask you questions, and based on your response and your actions, it's really gonna tell me what I need to know.
Yeah.
So if I,
that's what's up.
You be showing out like that, baby, you got to go, because you ain't finna stress me out.
On site.
I'm already going gray. I don't need any additional help growing gray.
Right.
Okay.
I found some gray hairs too.
Where were they at?
In my nose.
Oh, that's your nose.
Yeah. That's where they started.
I got one right here too.
Oh, they start.
Then they come here.
Yeah.
And then you get a patch.
Oh.
If I had a haircut, I would show them.
Little gray pepper, but you know they like the little salt and pepper.
They do.
I love
they
salt and pepper now.
You know what I'm saying?
That's my favorite. For me, same. Mental health matters. A lot. Because to your point that you made, people gonna need you. We need each other. We gotta lean in on each other, and I want to be right for my close friends and family. So that's why it's important for me to be okay. And sometimes it seems a little like selfish where I take that time for myself because people want to lean on me, but I'm okay with that because in the long run, I'll be good for you and you know, everybody, and I'll be right. Yeah. So yes, mental health matters.
Very important.
Top priority.
Top priority.
How we gonna end this off? We gonna end it with a tea time. Just one.
Just one.
And today's tea time is hot. Tea is hot.
It's real hot.
The gram, the Twitters, or is it X, the threads, everybody is talking about the situation with, what is it, Erica Mena and Spice with the heated exchange while on the cast of, what is it?
Love and Hip Hop Atlanta.
Yeah, they were at lunch on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta.
Going off.
So, quick synopsis of it all.
Please.
Please.
Long story short, from what I'm understanding, Erica Mena is having a really hard time with her divorce with Safari. Safari's leading on a lot of his friends, his girlfriends. One of his girlfriends, Spice, they're from the same island. They get each other, they see each other, they're besties, whatever the case may be. Erica Mena is feeling some type of way because Miss Spice sometimes, she hears about some of the stuff and she don't stand up to represent another woman, from what I gather. So now, with this situation that recently popped off, they were at lunch, and while at lunch, the topic came up. Erica Mena is talking to Spice like, no, you don't represent, you don't stand up for a woman, and and what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. Spice is like, well, girl, you ain't the only woman to ever go through a divorce and have a child.
Well, she ain't lying.
And be a single mama and whatever. I've been doing it for 14 years. And she said, well, I did it for 16. So now, I was going to call her Ice Spice. Spice. So Spice is like, girl, please. Your son don't even like you.
Ooh. And that is where the table got shaky.
Talk about it for a second. What's your thoughts on it? Because the world is going crazy. I'm going to read this tweet from Miss Leandra on
What's up, girl?
Twitter. She said, Erica calling a Spice a monkey is literally on brand for her and her type. They'll occupy our spaces while thinking they're better than black women because of their features. People will still support her, though. So it doesn't matter for real.
For me,
please.
I think it goes back to against our former First Lady, Michelle Obama.
Okay.
When they go low, we go high, right? It's not that. So when you go low and somebody goes lower, right? Which I feel like Spice did.
Yeah.
Spice went lower, talking about her children. What's the other girl's name?
Erica.
Erica
Mena.
Children.
Yeah.
I felt like she went lower there, right?
Yeah.
Toe to toe. I don't think it was toe to toe, but yeah, she went there. So it's like when you talk about someone's kids and the gloves come off.
Yeah. Kids are always off limits.
Everything is just like
age.
fair game because you are trying to hurt me really, really bad.
Well, yeah.
So now I got to try to hurt you worse. So I think it's unfair to say like, oh, we can't say certain things when we in a heated argument.
Period.
Like, yes, we may come back and apologize later. I'd be like, I shouldn't have said this or I shouldn't have done that. But when you in the heated argument,
you ain't worried about that.
You don't care.
You trying to make sure you knock them out, take them out.
Like, oh,
verbally.
You trying to hurt me? Then
I'm gonna hurt you real bad.
We going there.
Right.
Like we just went there. So it's like,
right. I agree.
You know, yes, you have to deal with the backlash. You do have to deal with the backlash, but at the same time, it's like you in a heated argument, baby. You're gonna say what you gotta say to try to get on your skin, especially if I can't touch you. Not me. I don't condone violence. But if I can't touch you, or I'm gonna try to hit you where it hurts with my words, like for sure, like.
Yeah,
that's
human. You human.
I don't feel like everybody goes through that. I mean, I've been in arguments where you just really just snap and you probably be like, damn, why did I just say that? I did not have to say that. Why did I say that?
Yeah.
And after you think about it, you're like, I ain't mean it. Yeah. But in that moment, you be so 38 hot, you don't care what you saying. Oof. You don't.
Yeah.
You don't. You don't care. I know I don't. If it's me and you, it's gonna be you. You go low, I'm going to hell. Right. Period.
You said you go low, I'm going to hell. I'm weak. Right. Another person said Erica was actually very nice in the beginning. Spice's energy was off. She went low. Erica took it to hell. Oh well. And I agree with that too because it's like I get it. With what Miss Leandra said as well about the racial part of it. People want to highlight that, but I don't care for that. Like in this moment, I don't care for it because I think it's a known thing for us not to attack mothers and their mothering.
Yeah, don't do that. That's off. That's
but
off
then,
limits.
Even with the mothering aside, let's say somebody is trying to get under your skin. They're knowing the thing, your vulnerable spot,
and they poking you.
I agree. All bets are really. I don't know. So you can't control the response Gloves to off. the reaction Gloves to your attack.
Yeah,
like you can't do that. So I don't care. That ain't my business.
I think they went toe to toe. At that point, Erica did go a little bit lower by saying what she said. However,
lower by saying what? She a monkey?
She should have died. That was the part that really stuck out to me.
She said she should have died.
She was like, you should have died on the table because Spice.
She almost did
die. Or I think she did pass away, and they brought her back or something like that.
All gloves off. I don't think there's not one mother who would say that they would.
Spice wouldn't like that.
Yeah, Spice wouldn't like that.
Spice would not like that.
Especially when that's
Spice would have went crazy. She would have saw red.
Especially when that's something that's always thrown up in your face. Like this isn't the first time somebody mentioned Erica's kids. Yeah. So just imagine you continuously bring that up to her over and over and over and over. Yeah. She's had enough of that.
And her child has had enough of it.
Yes.
The child has gone through so much what they don't know. And she said it in her video. The child does not want to be in the limelight. Y'all think he don't like me because he's not around, but he doesn't want to be in the limelight. He's been attacked.
She said that. I remember her saying that.
Yeah, but she's been saying that. But
years.
you know, people start a rumor and they know how to piss her off. Hey,
and she's spicy, baby. She don't give a damn.
She ain't gonna back down.
She's
so,
not backing down.
Kudos to her for not backing down. I don't care.
Yeah,
Spice,
y'all both did what y'all needed to do. So
You're
I
dead
mean,
wrong.
at the end of the day, hey,
And we got to keep in mind, like with these reality shows, like
the views.
Right, they want somebody has to go lower.
Yeah.
Somebody has to go lower. Like also, this is their work.
This is their day-to-day.
So it's like, yes, I'm sure that there was a lot of, I guess, I don't know, like pain associated with this, if you will. But it's like, baby, when you talk about somebody's kids, they're gonna talk about. They're gonna go there, man. They're gonna go there. Like you bringing up my parenting, they're gonna go there. Absolutely. It's like we can't give a pass for her talking about her children. I think not give a pass for her saying what she said. We can't draw the line. We can't. Like,
at the end of the day, they both said what they said. They meant what they meant, and that's it. And how you know Erica mad when that vein come on her forehead? That's how you know she pissed off.
I gotta go look up this Erica.
Yeah, go
do Erica Mena. Let me read one more. It says, y'all can't seriously be upset how somebody react after someone else, aka their friend, tries to air their mess out. Spice's whole mood from the beginning was unpleasant. Erica was trying Spice. Spice was on some other Spice went low and Erica went to hell. Another person say that. That's how that go. I agree. Sorry. I'm with the people on that one.
Yeah, I agree too.
And but we are still pro love no matter what. If y'all could iron that out, the best bet to do, or it would be in your best interest to do that. Erica's saying, girl, you talk about me, you done forever in my book. But they can bounce back from them, especially if they were friends.
Especially if they was friends.
Yeah. If me and Lorenzo could do it, they could do it.
Exactly. Because we was back here tussling we were saying all types of things to each other behind the camera.
No,
and we made up.
We were not. I wanted to, but we restrained ourselves.
You didn't call me names?
No, I did not.
I'm just
because I knew my part of it. I knew when I was wrong, and I could admit when I was wrong.
You said, what about the lace fronts?
You was looking for it? Well, his lash is still over in the corner. You see his lash?
Yeah. And one of his locks is probably still over there by the door.
It sure is. Yo, Brown Bro fan, thank you to my dog T.O.
Thanks for coming out, hanging out with us for a little bit.
Yes, and we're going to hang out for the rest of the night.
Yes, on a school night at that.
On a school night, I know. But anything for my guy T.O.
Anything for you. You lucky we love you.
Hurricane
I hope y'all love
Hurricane where?
Oh my God, it really was a hurricane.
Oh my God, we had a drink last night. What was drink we had last night?
Hurricane. The hurricane Dahlia.
How you say it? Idalia.
What's the name of that hurricane?
Yeah, Idalia.
Okay.
Y'all, we gonna see y'all soon.
Peace and love.
Peace and love. Bye.